know that's it. Damn, that's a bomb.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see the always exciting Malik Willis as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Rams and the Seahawks.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
To the air right away, Mariota. That's out to Chubb, complete. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
Here we go.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Meanwhile, Willis' throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the Rams at 7-1 now in the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners is 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. He's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what?
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. First carry for Nick Chubb. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Naheem Hines. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Willis looks to pass it here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Touchdown! Rondell Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive with 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some control.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Mariota. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Rams to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. On first down, Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception here, Mariota. Past the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. To try again after the sack. Mariota under pressure. They got him again. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Here's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Play fake. Here's Willis. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Willis now off of play action. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Willis now off play action. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Here's Willis. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Come on.
To throw, here's Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky. Touchdown, Rams! Deontay Johnson, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. That one in the books has a 12-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. Keenan Allen, 82 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Seahawks, 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Rams ready to go on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And we We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Johnson's got it complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Nick Needham picks it off, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. To throw is Mariota. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Mariota completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Mariota to throw it. He's got Allen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Play action. Mariota. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Malik Willis gets set to lead this offense once again. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Willis. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He kept the covering the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, let's go!
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just one error in the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Hines. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 36, Willis. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now a give. Akers running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A give, running right is Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, Did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Parkey with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that lines up a 7-point drive in return. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Hines now on the return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They'll give this to Akers running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Willis now off the play fake. This one finds Austin out right. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Mariota on first down, sliding out of the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mariota gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw, Mariota. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Mariota. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Again, it's Mariota. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Kenneth Murray able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mariota trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. After the sack on first down, Willis across the formation, he hits Austin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a league, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And this one's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Willis's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. Rondell Moore from 8 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He adds the extra point. The lead is up to 18 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now parking for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Mariota from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays at the quarterback, and he's taking it away really well.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?
It's all right, man. Cool. I been going there like the